Tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to Kīwaha, Key Phrases. This is the last program in this series.
And the aim of this series is literally cut a fewer, give it a go, give it heaps. Learn some phrases in te reo Māori that you can drop in your everyday conversation.
Ko Guyon Espiner tōku ingoa. Ko Guyon Espiner tōku ingoa. And we'll leave that in because no mai te hapa I hoa. Embrace the mistakes. Get things wrong. Doesn't matter. Have another crack. Ko Guyon Espiner tōku ingoa. Should be able to do that because I say it on the radio pretty much every day. With me, te kaiarihi o te reo Māori, the leader of the reo at Radio NZ, Shannon Haunui-Thompson.
Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe. Ko au te tauira. I'm the student. You are the kaiako in this context. And we're going to be talking, Shannon, a lot about Kīwaha today as we have from the series. It's basically an idiomatic phrase, isn't it?
It's a bit of slang saying that you can use in everyday use, whether it be in a reo Māori sentence or a reo Pākehā sentence.
Absolutely. Let's get underway. Kai a koe te wā, your turn.
Something that we do a lot in English language is apologise, and it's not really something that has ever really been big phrases around that in Māori language, but there is one that you could use quite a lot, mō taku he, sorry, my fault,
it's
basically.
Kind of like my bad almost.
My bad,
yeah. This is one that I get people saying to me at Radio New Zealand, but they say it in the Pākehā sense, but ka te patu tāringa, ka te patu tāringa, stop battering my ears. In the whakahoki kōrero, some of the feedback that comes in at times to Radio New Zealand, ka te patu tāringa.
And just in relation to your feedback or whakahoki kōrero that you get from some people, I think I would respond and say to you, hoia tō waka, go for it.
Oh,
yeah.
Hoia tō waka.
Yeah, hoia tō waka is basically paddling your waka. You know, go on, you paddle your waka.
Whakaputa mōhio, know it all. Like, you know, someone has got, oh, well, no, that was 1976 when they did that. Oh, yeah, whakaputa mōhio. But it can be kind, it doesn't have to be mean, does it?
No, and like most sayings in English or Māori, it's about how you say it and the context, the horopaki, and you know, whakaputa mōhio, you know, we've all encountered some of them.
Some are even in our families.
Yeah. And I think my last one, which probably is something that you could probably use for a couple of your political interviews, kei te wā ku koe I te kaho, scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Engari mō tēnā, not a chance. Engari mō tēnā. Short little phrase, oh, are you going to be the one that goes and gets the milk? Engari mō tēnā, not a chance. So they are the Kīwaha, the all paki, isn't it? The informal.
Informal,
yeah.
A bit more informal language.
We're going to move to whakatau ki. If you've been following this series, you'll know that these are more, aren't they? They're the more formal, they're more profound, they're more poetic, they're more like proverbs.
They are, and I think one thing I love about whakatauki or whakatauaki is they're a really beautiful example of how poetic te reo Māori is.
What's your one that you've chosen, Shannon?
Probably one of my favourites, and probably one of the ones I learnt when I started my aupikitanga course this year at Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. Me taipari whakarewa waka ngā whakaro. Let us elevate our thoughts like a canoe on a full tide. And this is actually a whakatauaki. And this was actually written by Dr. Wharehuia Milroy.
Oh, that's beautiful, eh? The one I've chosen, this is about a hungry mouse, and it's quite a good one. It basically means, I think the word is murere, like if you're cunning. I think I've got that right.
Yeah.
So this one is, me te kiore kaiwhata. Me te kiore kaiwhata. A kiore is a mouse. Hey.
Yeah.
And so this basically means like a mouse raiding the food store. So, tāda whakatau ki, we're going to end these sessions as we do with just a simple line you can chuck into a conversation. You start.
I quite like this one, and I think because this is our last episode, I thought we should be celebrating and giving ourselves a pat on the back and a bit of a round of applause. So, whakanuia.
What does it mean?
Literally, whakanuia, you nui.
Oh, to celebrate.
Celebrate, yeah. So nui being big, it's to celebrate.
Yeah. This one is kind of a good one to end on too, because it's for our mahi, ihu oni for our hard workers. Ko te kumu kei ronga, ko te upoko kei raro. So, have your head down and your bum up, basically.
It's a great little saying there, and something that, you know, is kind of well said in English as well. Hopefully most people realise the kumu is your bottom.
That's
and
right.
the upoko is your head.
That's right. So don't get it the wrong way round.
Don't get it around the wrong way.
But thanks for listening to Kīwaha Key Phrases. And you can subscribe to a week's worth of this, the everyday sayings we've been talking about. You can get it all on Apple Podcasts. You can get it on Spotify, Podbean, wherever it is you get your podcasts. They're available too on the RNZ app and on the ipurangi, the internet, radionz.co.nz/series.
And we're actually videoing the series as well, so if you want to watch the videos complete with subtitles or kupu hauraro, it might be helpful. So check out the RNZ YouTube channel and our Facebook pages, our Whārangi Pukumata.
Mā te mai.